Hello, I wrote 4 songs. 2 of them are from Walter von der Vogelweide, and I've been practicing it a little bit. Hopefully I can sing it correctly. 2 of the songs are interpretations of Minnesang, and the other 2 are loose translations, and I added some things that make it more contemporary. So I'm gonna start with the first one. This one I composed myself. It's a short one. I've already recorded it on my other channel, but I wanted to sing all 4 of them in the updated version one more time. The earth belongs to all of us. She belongs to my dog, the owl in the tree, as well as you and me. The earth belongs to all of us. She belongs to the Christmas tree, also called the grand fir, but he does not want to be logged. The earth belongs to all of us. She belongs to the baby dolphin, the girl who is called Shujo, and Shujo does not want to leave her ocean. The earth belongs to all of us. She belongs to the oceans. We people have to get together, and we have to rescue the baby dolphin. The earth belongs to all of us. She belongs to her parents. She belongs to her friends, and we people have to listen to our hearts. This song is called Oh Weh by Walter von der Vogelweide. Loose translation into English. Mixed it up and made it more contemporary in the text, but the song itself is the original melody. Snow White is my life's light, and he is my infinitive delight. Oh, way I miss my Snow White. When will he lead the path to find me? He is the reason why I'm alive, because he is ultra lovely. I know he will find me soon, because he will lead the path under the full moon. His nose is more powerful than we could ever imagine. He will become very famous because he is a living legend. Oh, where have they wandered all of those many years? Has my life been only dreamed, or is all as it appears? That I have ever wondered what all of this might mean? I may have slept and I may have dreamed, and I don't know what all has really been. Now I have woken up and I am not aware, and here is a place being presented that might not even be there. An illusion, our land, in which I was brought up as a girl. I want to think of my loved ones, and I want to write my last will. Away those who played our music are cumbersome and old. Overworked is the meadow, logged the forest and sold. The rivers are polluted and they are poisoning the ocean. Thus my unhappiness became indeed a horrible emotion. Many people greet me unwillingly who used to know me in the past. The world is all around unmerciful, and I am lonely at last. Barbarossa holds me in captivity, and he does not seem to care about me. Thus I feel very lonely, and in the end I will be passing away, and I feel evermore away. Away, what do I complain so much in my angry wrath? I should better always be grateful, be good to me, and take a warm bath. If I want the birds to be happy, I should live my life without too much pain. Life lived in too much sorrow will give the world and us not much gain. But I have to be compassionate and teach others how to live, so that the future folks will not plunder, but instead they will only give. Love is all that is important for all beings living on earth. Thus you should be good to yourselves and give your own bodies much worth. This one is called the Palatinate song. I called it this because I think that it is really written for the area of Rhineland, Palatinate, but also by Walter von der Vogelweide around 1200. It is a march song. Barbarossa shackled Burgunder, and they brought her to his castle's court. In the courtroom they told Burgunder, "You are guilty," and she said, "I am not." The king and the priests questioned her for many hours, but Burgunder only questioned them back. That made the priests angry, and they accused her of being guilty for wearing the clothing of the knights. Burgunder responded, "You priests are just afraid that one day you will be questioned by a lovely maid, that one day all of your mental debts will be resolved and paid. But we don't want to take away your power, we just want to live our lives the same way you do. With comfortable clothing, with swords and shields, that we don't bleed to death on the battlefields. We have the earth right to protect all the living beings. You priests and all men think you are the only ones who can make decisions over our lands. The wolves, the bears, the pigs and the cows, they want to live their lives in freedom, and the horses do not want to pull the plows. We are all here for the very same reasons, horses and humans, female or male. We want to live our lives as flowing as the flowing water from the well." This song is called "I Love You", and it is also inspired by the Minnesingers. I think it is one of the songs that Neidhard von Reuenthal wrote also in the area that is today Germany, I think in the northern area. I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect in this, but somewhere in Germany. I love you, but you don't love me, oh my maiden. We are your admiring Minnesingers, but you have set your mind on the king. Why do you love that king so much? Because he does not know what true love feels like. You love him for his red copper beard, but you don't understand that all he wants is to be feared. Barbarossa consumes lots of women, he is even feared by Heinrich the Lion, and now you want to give him a bouquet of dandelion. Dandelion is a healing plant, But the king wants the most expensive blue roses instead. You can't afford expensive blue roses. You want him to love you the way you are born. But Barbarossa only cares about his throne. And so everybody was living quite a bit in fear, and they were not outspoken. But Burgunder was, and she didn't care if she was gonna be executed, or she did it because she stood up for what she was believing in, because she saw this as the only chance. And so she was teaching kids to be who they really are and not bent down to society. So, and then she gets kidnapped by the king, and they treat her really bad, but she doesn't care. She sings her songs. In all of the sorrow, she's singing her songs in the prison room that she was held at the king's castle. And the castle of Hohenstaufen in the Rhineland-Palatinate. And it was 7 days and 7 nights away from Rupertsberg, which is the last place where Hildegard von Bingen was living. And she became 81 years old before she died. She lived a very long life for that era. People usually didn't live much past 30 at that time. It had to do with plagues and different diseases. They didn't have vaccines. They had syphilis. They had all kinds of real serious illnesses, and they didn't know how to treat it properly. And I believe they could have treated it with herbs, but many people even around that time didn't have the knowledge about herbs, and that's why they hated these very independent women who had studied herbs, and particular those who were not conforming to Christianity, those who stepped out of society, the outsiders, the ones who stepped out of the status quo, the ones who lived by themselves. And so that's why they were hated, because they were living long lives. They became old, as they call them, witches, with warts on their noses and with wrinkles, and they looked quite scary. But they also looked scary because they were so independent. They could look somebody straight in the face, straight in the eyes. They didn't look down like this and blushed or something. They looked them straight in the eyes, and that's why they were so feared, because they didn't have fear. They did not let themselves become unempowered, as so many other people do. To this day, people are letting themselves become unempowered, and they cater to the same system again, the same system over and over and over again. It's always the people who are stepping out of that system who are being persecuted. So it is still an actuality, this theme, and I want to bring this to the public's attention, because I want people to empower themselves with this. And I hope maybe I'm writing to all kinds of people and tell them about the story. It's not that well written. It is my mother didn't like it. It is so it's kind of like, it's more like a dialogue type of thing. It has a lot of dialogue in it, but I put a lot of emphasis onto this dialogue because it is important what these people are talking about. So I'm hoping to find somebody who can help me with this. That would be really, really super. Okay, take care, bye-bye.